I want to start this episode by making it known that Cheli and I filmed this on November 5th before we even had any indication of how the results were going to play out for the presidency. Honestly, I think that neither one of us could have imagined that a convicted felon could be the next president. But I want to keep this brief because I want this conversation to happen with my best friend by my side. And I think it's important for us to talk about this, at least briefly together on the podcast. But just know that we're very, very disappointed in the results. So thank you so much for listening.
What a crazy, scary day it is.
Today is election day and we're coping by laughing, but we're both so fucking scared.
Yeah.
I'm stressed.
Well, you voted in mail-in ballot, right?
Yes, I did. I did it on Thursday, I believe.
Okay.
So last week.
Did they give you the sticker after you voted?
No, it comes in the mail-in thing. Yeah.
Yours is so cute, dude.
What does it say?
Yo vote. Yo vote.
I voted.
Yo vote. Yo vote. I voted in person because I was set to vote in a different county. Mm-hmm. So I had to re-register in our county. And it's like right next to my house. And I went, and the only people that were there were the workers. Just
That's
me, myself,
it.
and I. Yeah.
That's kind of shocking because I've seen so many videos of long ass lines. Do you think? I don't remember what states they were, but do you think they were swing states?
I don't know, but I feel like it is gonna get crazy. Let it hit like when people get out of work, which is usually like 4:30, 5:30.
True. Anytime I vote, I always think, damn, there's a big chunk of people who don't vote, and like these props, they're really important. So that's crazy to me that they don't care.
In order to move forward,
let's talk about something lighter, happier,
spicier, sexier,
beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Song of the summer.
Remember when we talked about the Pumpkin Spice Cafe?
I do.
By Laurie Gilmore?
Yes.
And do you remember when you didn't know that it was spicy? Remember that?
I thought it was a YA. I went in thinking it was a YA when they first like had a spicy, and I was like, "Whoa, wait, hold on."
You were looking at the cover like, "What fucking book am I reading?"
I wasn't a fan of that because it's like if you're gonna make your cover look cutesy, you need to be careful with who's gonna buy your books.
And that's such a big topic, and that's so funny because before, I wasn't a huge fan of the cutesy cover. I'm still not really, but I do kind of like this cover. What do you think they can do? Like, should there be like an eggplant?
Yes.
Find the eggplant. Where's the eggplant?
Like I said, I feel like books soon are gonna have ratings on it, which I don't know if I'm opposed or for, because a part of me is opposed because it's kind of like, what's she doing? People can read what they want to read. But then I think of the youth, and I think of that one parent that bought their kid Fourth Wing to read at school. That's crazy.
That's a commitment. That's
crazy.
Huge.
I don't know. I just feel like we need to be more careful with what kids are reading, because if my child picked this up.
What would you do? Because you're a teacher. And I remember when I was really into Twilight. Oh, God, I think that was middle school?
Yesterday.
No, middle school.
Yeah.
No, when it was coming out. I think Breaking Dawn came out when I was in middle school. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
No, it was, because I remember I was reading it and I was telling my teacher about it, my English teacher. And she was like, you shouldn't be reading that book. But she said it kind of like, like not knowing how to say it, but still wanted to say it. And I was just like, well, I don't think I actually answered her, but I remember thinking, well, I already finished it, so. Or I was close to the end.
This is my fourth reread.
Yeah, I think I was close to the end. I was already past the honeymoon scene at that point.
Okay. I don't know how I would deal with it. If I saw my kid reading like a book that we recently read and talked about, and I know that it's spicy.
What if it was Lights Out?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, Lights Out.
The scary
crazy.
Horror movie.
Which, by the way, we haven't talked about yet. I hope you're listening to the audiobook.
Yeah, I totally am.
The reason it's so big is because of the audiobook. I think the last chapters you should listen to the audiobook.
I'm just kidding. I started listening to the audiobook.
Okay. I think if that happened to me, if there was like talk of my students reading Lights Out, I'd be like, that's interesting. Here, I'm gonna look up the summary. Oh, I'm actually gonna copy and paste it and send it to your parents so that they know. Ooh. And if parents came back to me like, why do you care? I'd be like, okay, I tried. That was me.
Oh, okay. So,
you know, there's only so far that I could go. If it was my own child. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's such a hard topic because I remember what I read when I was 11. So
and it was crazier. No,
it was crazy.
Crazier than Lights Out? I don't know.
It was crazy. But I remember I would have to pray afterwards.
Yeah.
Because I felt so bad. And I knew God was watching.
And he was.
But God was like, turn the page, bitch.
Turn the hurry up. This is good.
I was reading it on my fucking minutes phone. I'm running out of minutes.
You have to read faster. Such an interesting topic.
But I feel like spice, no matter what we do, it's always going to be in media. Mm-hmm. It's always going to be in media. Have you heard that one quote that's like, the reason AI can't replicate art is because art is done in like a moment of yearning? And people's like, damn, it's because people horny. That's the reason people make art.
Yeah, but also like depressed, so.
Thin line right there.
Thin line. I don't think AI has been through enough shit.
Dude, imagine depressed AI.
No, I don't want to. That's scary.
Yeah, that is actually really
The apocalypse
scary.
is right around the corner.
Very Detroit Become Human. Mm-hmm. You remember that?
Yeah, I do. I think of it all the time.
I do too, actually. But let's go back. You know, we're going back to a world of dreams.
Mm-hmm. Dream Harbor, a world of sexy people. Mm-hmm. I
don't think we brought this up, but kids in this town outlawed.
I don't think there's any
no
kids.
Children whatsoever. Just sexy men and women coming together and without realizing slowly being paired off with each other. Like a force exists between these sexy people.
It's almost kind of scary because
like
the last book is going to turn into a horror book because
there's only one left.
Yeah, there's only one couple
it's you
left.
And Frank and you're
like, I fucking can't stand that bitch.
I can't.
I know he's sexy, but I don't want him.
Dude, hell no. Mm-hmm. Hell no. But you know what? We're in the second book. We have our second pair off. No one knows what's going on in this town about the pairing off. Mm-hmm. Except for the clairvoyant father, which we can talk about later. But
clairvoyant father / mayor.
Of course.
Don't erase his title.
Mostly at a time like this.
I know.
So let's go to Dream Harbor and
the second book, the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore.
And let's ask ourselves, can a story about love and boats
and adventure and
dreams
and going through a crisis because your 30s are right around the corner and fuck, I haven't done anything exciting with my life, and
that's your heart.
My heart's just like
and you start laying down like you're in fucking counseling. And actually, now that I think about it, who am I as a person?
I know. What am I gonna tell my grandchildren when they ask me, Grandma, what did you have a hoe phase?
Maybe I did, Queen. Do you think a book like that can save your life?
But who's the love interest? That's my biggest question.
Fisherman.
Well, I think so.
Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast that fixes life one book at a time. Happy election season. I'm your host, Cheli.
I hope it's happy. And I'm your host, Yajaira.
Yeah. We're back. We just talked about this on Tuesday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Feels like years ago. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. The pumpkin spice book that was really big on Book Talk.
The Pumpkin Spice Cafe.
Sorry.
Don't erase their government name. Laurie's going to come for us.
No, that book was popping off online.
Yeah.
Which was the reason we read it. And I'm a little disappointed that I didn't like it more. Mm-hmm. How'd you feel?
I think I felt very middle ground. And, you know, after reading this second book, I feel like it's because Jeannie, to me, which was the main character in the first book, if you haven't read it, hi. She was not as relatable, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. as Hazel.
Hayes. So our story is now going to follow Hazel. Mm-hmm. Hazel works. I thought she owned it, but she technically does.
Well, she just works there.
The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. Mm-hmm. And her boss is never there.
Yeah.
So she's kind of like running this shit. Mm-hmm. And she's over here, 29 and young. And she's like, fuck. I've followed every single rule my entire life. Mm-hmm. I'm turning 30 in like 2 months. And I haven't done one adventurous thing. And me, a girl who likes books, not having a story of her own. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of lame.
Yeah.
¿Qué puede hacer is, what can I do? What can someone do?
So, what do you think about that premise?
I liked it. I was into it. I think that you brought up in the first book. By the way, there's going to be a lot of spoilers in this episode.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like these books, you should read them in order because the characters come up a lot in the first book and then the second book, you know?
Yeah.
So you get a lot of everybody in each book. So, what was the question?
I don't remember.
You said...
How do you feel about the premise?
Oh, the premise. So you didn't like how the first book started, which I agreed with you because I didn't like that whole, Chini has never killed someone before, but there could always be a first.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of that. I wasn't a fan of that start either, but I liked the writing more in this book. I felt like it was less cringy.
I get it. I feel the same. I feel like her writing has definitely improved, but it kind of felt like the exact same premise.
You think so?
A girl trying to make something of her life.
But that is so relatable though.
Yeah. Okay, but there's more similarities that I'm not a fan of. Mm-hmm. So here's Hazel working at a bookstore, and all of a sudden, it's very out of the ordinary. There's a book sticking out of one of the bookshelves.
Can I just say something before we say more about how it starts?
Yeah.
I really like Hazel's backstory. So she has 2 dads. Love that. So the mayor, whose name I can't remember, he had a best friend who was a girl. And they were like, you know what, let's just have a baby because they wanted to be parents. So they had a child, and Hazel is an only child. And so that's why she's so close to Logan, who is the love interest in the first book. They kind of have like a brotherly, sisterly relationship. And so I really like that. And I like that she wasn't born in this town. I think she came here like around 9 or so. Mm-hmm. So.
Do want to bring up too that the love interest in this book, whose name is Noah, he was actually introduced in the first book. Mm-hmm. So he's in the friend group with Logan, which is the love interest from the first book. And Logan tells him like, hey, that's like a little sister to me.
Yeah.
If you're actually like crushing on Hazel,
you better be serious about it because Noah is the residential
mujeriego.
Mujeriego. Are you okay?
Mujeriego. Sorry. Mure.
It's funny. Basically, he's a hoe.
Starting off in the first book, we have Hazel working at the bookstore, and she notices that one of the books is out of place. Mm-hmm. So when she takes out the book, she's like, oh my fucking God. Calls 911. One of the books is dog-eared.
Mm-hmm. It's very serious.
Bring everyone.
But she is mad about it. She's just like, who the fuck defaced my property? And she's looking around to see who's at the bookstore, and I think Noah walks in. Or he's already there. I don't remember. But I did really like that. Even in the first book, it was already mentioned that Noah weekly goes to the bookstore to buy books because he just wants to talk to her. That is so fucking cute.
One plus also about Noah is that he actually reads all these books.
Yeah, he does. He just has like a collection.
Yeah.
Collecting dust.
I love that shit for him. Mm-hmm. So he walks in while she's freaking out. Because what Hazel had noticed about these books that she's going to start seeing throughout the entire story is that they keep highlighting certain excerpts from the book. And one of the first excerpts that's highlighted, actually the very first one, is about how adventure is awaiting her. Mm-hmm. So she gets multiple, like, I'm not going to say what all of the highlighted parts are. Go read the book. But
it turns into like a scavenger hunt, though.
Which Noah brings up the first time. Like, maybe someone's making you go somewhere. Mm-hmm. And Hazel kind of makes this her, like, mission. Like, until I turn 30, I'm going to try to live a very adventurous life. Mm-hmm. And she drags Noah into it on a night where they're at Logan's house in his blueberry field. Like you have, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Eating blueberries, super drunk. And she, like, drunk kisses Noah. Mm-hmm. And is like...
I really like this moment of when she just like kisses him, because she's just like, you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of living my life so carefully. I just want to go crazy, go stupid. Because I think also her friends during this party, get together, whatever it was, they also mentioned, oh, you know, because you're always just reading your books. You're always just, what did you do? Read another book? You know, it kind of felt like that.
Yep.
She was over it.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to speed along. I'm going to speed along a lot. Mm-hmm. So she and Noah kind of developed this friendship in which, because even after they kiss, Noah's like, he confesses to her, like, although I wouldn't mind if we kissed more, maybe I'm not going to do that to you if you're drunk. You know, maybe kiss me when you're sober. Maybe later tomorrow. I don't know.
Crazy thought, but my lips are available tomorrow at around 2-ish.
Yeah. So even though there is that amongst them, they also have a friendship in which he is there for her every time she gets another highlighted excerpt from the book. Mm-hmm.
But did you notice that the book kind of pushed it like he was the one who was behind it?
Yeah. Did you think so?
Because I could have sworn, I swear I thought there was a line in Noah's perspective that was like, she's catching on, you know, like something like that. Like,
yeah.
I know about these little lines, but I just want to be next to her. I don't know exactly what it said, but
yeah,
it kind of felt like he was creating these scavenger hunts so that he could spend more time with her.
Can I let you know something? I didn't give a fuck about these excerpts.
Oh, okay.
Just like the cat in the first book.
Yeah.
And the noises.
Casper.
And the noises in the freaking...
In the alley.
Alley, yeah. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Why? Why do you think you don't care?
You
know, for someone who so desperately wanted romance, when there's cute, cliched romances, now you're just not
I don't think I have to
it.
explain why I didn't like the first one.
Oh.
I think I did that enough on Tuesday before Election Day.
But now that it's Election Day, we should focus on what's really happening.
What is the now? Yeah. No, I just think that this book was like a carbon copy of the first book.
Really? I feel like they were so different from each other.
Well, to me, it was like a girl who wants to find herself. Okay. Moves to a new place, but in Hazel's perspective, moves to a new place mentally. They're both in this new place. They find a guy that they think is cute, but because they're moving to this new place, they can't have it be serious. So they have a very casual thing. And in their minds, both have a moment where they're like, fuck. It's casual, and I said I was okay with it, but now I'm not.
But the reason it was casual in this one was because of the age difference, and also because he's a hoe.
The age difference wasn't really that big.
It wasn't, but to Hazel it was. But it might have not even just been the age difference. I mean, she is such a careful girl. There was that line in the book that I loved so fucking much where it compared him to summer. Like he was summer and she was fall. He was adventure and she was cozy. I was like, damn. They're a match made in heaven.
Wait,
I love these.
Did you kind of fucking eat this?
I did. I loved this book. I thought this one was so much better than the first one.
I don't want you to think that I didn't like this book. Because out of both of them, I like this book so much more.
Okay.
But I feel like it was exactly the same thing, just a different font.
Well, we'll see how the third one is. By the way, in the last episode...
I knew you were going to bring it up.
In the last episode that we did on Pumpkin Spice Cafe, go watch it, go listen to it. Cheli, you thought that the third book, The Christmas Tree Farm, Christmas Tree Lane, I don't know the title. You thought it was going to be about Benedict and Jacob. Which Jacob was the one in the book club who was really annoying. I didn't like him.
I still want that.
Well, the Christmas Tree farm is going to be about the girl who doesn't like Christmas and Benedict, which is Jeannie's brother.
So. I think Laurie hates me.
Why? I don't think Laurie knows you.
What?
Me trying to eat this cookie but also not be loud?
No, I just feel like Benedict and Jacob would have been so cute to me.
I don't really like Jacob.
He was cool.
He was annoying.
That's fine with me. But back to Hazel and Noah. I just feel like to me, their relationship was so much more like you guys could just be together. There's nothing holding you back from being together.
No, I disagree. Hold on. Okay. I agree with that in the first book. There's no reason for them to fight. But in the second book, Noah had a lot of insecurities because his family, they're fishermen. He didn't feel ready to take on the family business. And so he was just doing fisherman tours. And so he felt really, what's the word? Like a failure, I guess. Because he didn't even, I don't know if I remember correctly, he didn't even finish high school, right? He didn't have his high school diploma. So when he was getting closer to Hazel, she's the smart girl. She reads so many books. He started feeling like, oh my God, what can I do to like prove myself that I'm good enough for her? And in her perspective, she feels like she's so boring because, in all of the previous relationships that she's been in, it's kind of just been like whatever. And so she doesn't understand why someone as adventurous and as sexy and as charismatic as Noah would want to be with her. So to me, I get it. Yeah. That cookie is good, huh?
I'm fucking it up.
I also really liked, like I said, I liked Hazel's backstory and I liked Noah's backstory because he hadn't even visited his family because that's how insecure he felt. Okay. Like he didn't want to face them.
I thought it was really funny because this book really pushed Hazel, like basically Hazel finding beauty in herself and the fact that people can want her, and Noah finding assurance in like who he is. I thought that scene where they were at the beach and he admitted that he didn't finish high school. That was really funny when Hazel was like, yeah, you look it. You kind of look it though.
She's like, yeah, I believe that.
I get what she meant.
Was this the oh, sorry, finish your thought.
I get what she meant because she was more like, although I get, it makes sense because you always put yourself down when it comes to your intellect, but you're actually really smart. Mm-hmm. She didn't have to say it like that. Oh my fucking God.
I feel like,
I'm leaving.
But there was a lot of moments where Hazel was very blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Like she would just kind of be like, yeah. Like, damn, Hazel. Do you think I'm stupid?
Yeah, it's the moment where they committed a crime together.
Which crime?
Public fornication.
It's okay in a spicy book. When was it that they were like, let's confess something crazy to each other?
It was that moment.
And she was like, I don't think my dad's clairvoyant.
Dude! Okay, first of all, that should be the fucking title of our episode. The dad's not clairvoyant? A lot of question marks. It's funny because no one gives a fuck, but wouldn't it be funny if Noah sat up? You shut the fuck up right now. Dream Harbor was found on Dreams.
I just find it so fucking funny because she was so like serious. Like, I don't think my dad is clairvoyant.
I know, it's hard.
And she brought up examples. I don't remember what they were anymore, but I thought her examples were just so fucking funny. I don't know.
Because she brought up like, yeah, I think my dad sees it in dreams. I just think he has really good dreams.
Yeah. He's a dreamer. What can I say?
What can I say? He's not clairvoyant. Dude, biggest twist.
So now this is a mystery that's going to continue in the rest of the series. Is the dad clairvoyant? I need to know.
Do you think?
Yes. I trust that man.
No, I trust that man too.
He would never lie to me.
Yeah, like in the first one when he was like, Logan has to help.
Has to help Jeannie with the noises in the alley.
Okay, I don't want to make it sound like I hate this book because I really don't. Because Hazel's entire journey with Noah Love that shit. I love that shit. I love that. There was a point. Do you remember where Noah was checking his phone? I think it was after the first time they made out No. It was after the second time they made out, where it felt like they were about to have sex, but they didn't. Mm-hmm. And he was at work because he works at a bar as well. And he was just waiting for her text. I was like, I don't know. I turned my phone off like 4 times and turned it back on and she still hasn't texted. Should I get her a new data plan?
He's going to ask. He's going to ask. I forgot the name of the
Mac.
Mac? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Well, imagine he asks Mac, can you like call me? Because I don't think my phone's working.
Oh my God.
I don't think it's working right now.
Yeah, can you just like text me? Can you text me, miss you, babe? I was like, what are you? No, please.
Please, I just want to pretend. Please. And then I'm going to change the contact name.
Hey, please. Please.
Oh my God.
I'm son. I think you have to go take a walk.
I know.
But it's cute because she comes in and is just reading a book, and it's during like a quick, like a rush of people coming up to the bar at the same time. Mm-hmm. So he's over here waiting tables and whatever, and she just stays there and reads.
Yeah, she waits for him.
Yeah, and I think it's cute because she's not really one to flirt. Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, what are you doing here still? Mm-hmm. And she was like, well, I'm waiting for the person I want to talk to be done with their work.
Mm-hmm. And he was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. He was like, I could have been done like 5 minutes ago, babe. All you had to do was ask. I don't even actually work here. You know, I volunteer.
I think I would. It's funny. She like checks his phone. It's like on the counter. What do you have so many texts from Hazel too? What is that?
It's like Hazel, but her contact name is Hayes.
Yeah. I think I would have liked this book so much more if we could just see the inner turmoil of Noah.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. I fucking love that bitch. He was very overconfident, but he was overcompensating for a lot.
Yeah.
Would you consider this a slow burn? I don't think so. It was slow.
It wasn't slow. But I wouldn't consider this instant love. But it kind of is on his end.
I feel like
on his end. Not for her.
I feel like she liked him. She just didn't know she liked him.
But is it instant love when you just like automatically know I'm going to be with you forever?
But didn't she feel like that?
No.
Yeah, the first time she saw him, she's like, I can't be feeling things for a fisherman. Maybe. I would consider both of these stories instant love. I feel like they were very similar in the sense of like, fuck, and now I want to be with them and I don't know how to tell them I want to be with them.
Well, you know what? Maybe Laurie doesn't want to waste time. She's just like, you know what? You already know they're going to be together, so let's get this shit going.
In a town of sexy people, we move fast. We all move fast in a pack and we run. Fuck.
It's like there's fan art made for all of the characters and she's in the back.
I love
me
that
too, girl.
I know. She wrote herself in the bar scene where she's just like, can I order fries? A beautiful, sexy woman. Of course you can, queen.
Of course. These fries are already ready for you.
How did you feel? Because I feel like they have sex for the first time at her house. And then it becomes very, like, domestic. Like, he's there for a while. Mm-hmm. Takes a phone call from his family. And it kind of feels like everything's mended. Yeah, or everything's mending slowly.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was really cute how close he was to his nieces. Yeah. That was sweet. And they were like, where are you?
I can't tell you. You're outlawed here. No kids allowed. Sorry.
Yeah. Not in this town.
Okay, but the biggest issue in this story was that he wants to mend things with his family, but in order to do that, he has to leave for 2 months.
No, he was going to go help them because his sister is pregnant and she doesn't have help or something. Mm-hmm. So he was going to go help her out for 2 months.
Yeah, but he was supposed to leave on Hazel's birthday.
Oh, yes. Perfect timing.
Oh, dude. But the thing is, okay, hear me out. I didn't feel much pressure in this story because I know they're going to end up together. I feel like people always know that in books when it's just romance. But to me, I'm just like, that's not that big.
Oh. Do you miss love triangles?
Yeah. I do, actually.
Really?
Remember when I didn't like them? Because it was too much pressure and I always chose the wrong one.
Yeah.
I miss doing that.
You miss picking the wrong one.
When are we going to read fantasy again? It's kind of fantasy.
Soon.
Fishermen are real.
Soon.
Okay. Good queen.
But yeah, there was a conflict. I don't really remember what the big conflict was. I just remember that he really wanted to prove himself worthy of Hazel. So he had this whole plan of turning
these old boathouses
into
inns.
Bungalows.
Yeah, that people can rent out in short term. And he does it.
Yay!
I thought it was sweet though, because he doesn't consider himself to be smart with paperwork. So as soon as he shared it with Hazel, she did all the paperwork for him.
Yeah. But you know that scene? Oh my god. That scene, I think it was her birthday. When she told him, I know it's you, Noah. I know that you're the one who's doing the scavenger hunt.
Bitch, I don't read.
You think I read all these books? No.
I've been paper macheing shit for my bungalows.
But as she says that, her family and the whole town pops out and it's like, surprise, happy birthday.
It was us.
It was the town who did it.
But then at the end of the book.
But she's embarrassed though.
Well, of course, I would be too. At first, there's like a little bit of a strain in their friendship relationship thing they got going on. But at the end of the book, she looks at a book that is mailed to her.
I think there was a pile of books at the bookstore.
Okay.
And she asked somebody, hey, what's that? And they were like, I don't know.
And every book, all the highlighted parts are very, very specific to things her and Noah.
It's like roses are red, violets are blue.
Come
get this kiss.
I fucking love you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Well, what were you gonna say?
Before I have to leave to my sisters.
Yeah, it was so fucking cute, dude. I was eating that shit up.
Yeah, it was really cute.
I think he's waiting for her, right?
Yes.
I don't even remember when they meet.
I think it was like, meet me here.
Oh, you're right. It is. And
then they meet and then they kiss and then they live happily ever after.
The end.
Epilogue. Thanksgiving. Right? Am I confusing the epilogues?
Epilogue. She's over here thinking about, man, we've done a bunch of crazy shit. Just so much stories I tell to my friends. And he's like, what if we had another crazy story and get married at the beach? Bitch.
That's crazy.
Credits roll.
No, was it? Oh my god. Weren't they gonna have a Friendsgiving? Weren't they having a Friendsgiving?
I think so.
And then there was a moment between Mac and Annie, because Annie or Anna, I don't remember. She brought in a guy, and Mac's like, I don't even like that guy. And then Hayes and Noah are gonna go visit Noah's side of the family. And that was like a big deal.
Yeah, but then he proposes like that. The end. Wow, we really talked about nothing at all.
What are you talking about? We talked about a lot.
I really, really liked Noah because I feel like it was much more evident to me that he was attracted to Hazel than Logan was to Jeannie.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I get you.
Because Logan's, because it was insta-love, it just felt very superficial. And although I feel like this was very instant and there was really no conflict between them, everything about Hazel, he was just so like, oh my God.
I love this girl.
It's the most beautiful girl I've ever seen.
Oh my God, there was even that moment, remember when a girl showed up that had already done like tours before? Because he was known to sleep around with girls who come for tours, not like anybody in the town.
Yeah.
Remember there was a girl who came back and he was like, remember when I used to sleep with that girl?
Yeah.
That was the old me though.
That was the old me.
And she was trying to
Hazel.
She was trying to flirt with him, I think, but nothing came out of that.
Yeah, and I really like that part where I forget what she was telling him, but it was basically like, I just don't think I'm really pretty. And he's like, look at you.
He's like, who the fuck have you been dating? Because they didn't treat you like the goddess you are.
I wish you could see you the way I see you, babe.
He holds out a mirror.
Just crying. You're just so beautiful.
Yeah.
They were so fucking good together. And I can't wait for every single couple in this fucking town to be coupled off.
Yeah. I'm excited for...
Isn't it kind of scary that they're all straight couples, though?
It's terrifying. I'm scared.
The mayor's like...
What the fuck is it my turn?
Married a woman.
Wait, what?
That's why he married a woman. He's in a relationship, but like we don't know. In the down low, he's contractually married to his best friend.
The mayor?
Yeah, the clairvoyant one.
The mayor is married to a man.
As far as we know, he knows about the coupling.
Oh my god, this whole time he's had dreams of all the couples.
He's clairvoyant as fuck, dude.
I want that to happen so bad.
I want him to break the fourth wall.
Why isn't he just like a matchmaker?
It's
That'd be
him.
so good. Like he was
It's
just
him.
like, you two? Yes.
No, my dad's not clairvoyant. He just wants everyone to be married.
Yeah, he just wants some children in the town over. Not this town. The one next door.
I get it. Overall, I feel like this story was so much freaking better than the first one. It's weird to me that people are really only talking about book 1 and not book 2. I feel like it...
No, this one. People were talking about this one. Yeah.
I don't hear about this one at all.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen people mention things.
Is it doing better than the first one did?
Oh, I have no idea.
I feel like it should be. I feel like overall I would give this book probably like a 4.
Wow. And the first one you gave like a 2.5. No, it was like a 2.5. No. What did you give the first one?
I don't remember, but it was low.
You're like, actually, you know what? I think it's a 1. You just keep going lower.
I think this one was a 4. I really like Noah. I really like Hazel. I thought that there could have been more conflict in the story, but I mean, they were cute together.
I thought the spice was so good.
Yeah, the spice was really good in this book.
I would give it the same 4. It was so good. I really, really enjoyed it. I was kind of nervous that you were going to hate this book. I was like, damn.
No, I really liked it.
Be nice to my girl Hayes. She's going through a lot, okay? The 30s are right there.
Do you remember what I say at the end?
You say, thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe, comment, tell your friends and family because word of mouth is everything.
Yeah. And also thank you for everyone who listens to us in audio form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on. Thank you so much. If you could please leave a rating of 5 stars and a review recommending us our next read, that would be amazing. If you want to support us and you have a little bit of money, what can they do?
So we do have a Patreon. At the moment, it really just serves as a way for our listeners to let us know that you really enjoy our content. You can find us on patreon.com/bookfix. But if you don't want the commitment of monthly, then you can find us on Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix, or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix.
Love that. If you want to support us and you're watching us on YouTube, first of all, hi. If you could please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday, with the exception of like bonus episodes that we've been doing recently. If you want to support us on social media, we do have a Goodreads, a Fable, an Instagram, and a Threads at The Book Fix Pod, and a TikTok at The Book Fix.
Yeah.
Why don't we read a review about this book?
Okay. Oh my God. Twilight season. All right, so we're gonna read a positive and a negative review of this book. Which one do you want?
I'll do negative.
Okay. Did we do this for the last book?
I don't remember. I don't think we did.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just think that it was Insta Love. Comment. Do you think it's Insta Love or do you think it's Insta Love or are you wrong? Please let me know. I feel like it was.
I don't think so. Does Insta Love have to be both parties?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Maybe.
Let's discuss. So this review comes from Rachel. They gave it 5 out of 5 and they wrote, I just finished this book and it was pure swoon. Noah and Hazel's story had me smiling like a maniac on the train. They are so sweet and perfect for each other. He chases off seagulls for her. This is the most wholesome and cutesy story ever, and I can't wait to read more about our lovely dreamers.
This comes from Molly, who gave it a 1 out of 5. I would like a refund because I was promised small town fluffy romance and they avoided every conversation and went straight to sex. Like, keep it in your pants, please. No tree should die for this. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. She goes on the cup.
Your sticker?
Yeah.
Your I voted sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, Twilight's going to come for you.
Is it Twilight season? I think it is.
Yeah,
it's
November.
Sad season.
No, November. All the movies came out during this month.
Oh, really? Is that why? I thought November was the season that she sat in the first book where
the second
time
book
passed.
The second book?
It's the first book where she sits in the
Why is she sad?
Because Edward left, which is in the second book.
Exactly.
Oh. No, it's
fake
not.
Twilight stick.
That's the second book?
Yeah.
No, but isn't there a point where he's avoiding her in the first book? I guess we need to rewatch every single movie and read every book twice again.
He's okay, but like, why is she this depressed though?
I would be.
No, you wouldn't.
I know I wouldn't.
It was new moon. I 100%. I will bet you money. I'll bet you
How much?
$5,000.
Dude.
I
don't trust myself.
Give it.
No, I don't trust.
$5,000. You have that.
You
have that in the bank.
Let me reread the book.
No,
let me read.
No.
Give me a chance.
Trust yourself.
I think you're wrong.
You want to bet?
I'll bet you $5.
50.
I like
50.
that. I like that. 5.
50.
Okay, middle ground. 5.
They're gonna be like, does she only have $5?
This bitch does not have money. You're right. I don't. Wait. Bella sitting in scene.
Mira. What does that say?
Bella's depression.
New moon.
Fuck.
You owe me $5,000. $5,050.
5.